Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and today I'm going to talk about some stuff. This is a commentary video, and today I'm going to talk about a funny experience I had in the first couple weeks of being at college. One quick thing before I start this video, you guys are awesome! The commentary video from 2 weeks ago involving the camping rusher was a complete success. For those of you guys that haven't seen the video, I reached out to the camping rusher and asked for some credit because in his Skyblock series he used a cobblestone generator I designed in Minecraft. So I started this thing on Twitter and asked for recognition. So that's exactly what happened. The morning after I uploaded that video, Rusher very quickly released his next Skyblock episode and then apologized for not giving credit and gave it where it's due. This is what victory sounds like.
Speaking of cobblestone generators, I got a bunch of tweets and messages today from the actual, because you guys remember when I built this thing, I used a tutorial, right? I copied a tutorial, and I didn't give credit to the guy. So everyone's been messaging me, making sure I give credit to this dude. Sorry about that, my man. ThirtyVirus. Thank you for helping me build this cobblestone generator. This was his design. Big shout out to this guy again, ThirtyVirus. I'll try and remember to put it in the description. I'm sort of on a timeline, so I'm not going to promise because I feel like I'm definitely going to forget. But ThirtyVirus, absolute legend, and thank you so much for doing this design.
But of course, he never put the link in the description of his video. So anyway, to all of you that helped me out on Twitter and in the comments section of his video, I am in your debt. Honestly, that was the coolest thing, to see the power of our tiny community reaching all the way out to the camping rusher, and it is just amazing to me. So yeah, there's honestly too many comments to count. There were, I think, like 40 something comments on his video, and then there were like at least 9 to 10 tweets. So it was absolutely insane. Unfortunately though, it didn't have the impact I quite imagined it would. I probably should have expected it, but since he only spoke my name and didn't really say much else, I'm going to tell you guys now, the rush of subscribers from Russia already ended. I got around 80 subscribers that day, and then I got another 60 the day after, and then things very quickly returned to normal. But I'll take it. You know what? It's better than nothing. And to those of you that came from Russia's channel, welcome. It's awesome to see that you made it here. So let's get into the story. So this happened around a week ago. It was really hot outside. I'm actually going to just highlight the whole day because like a million weird things happened that day. So to start things off, it was 90 degrees outside, which is really weird because it was early September, which especially in this area would mean that it's cold and sometimes it's even snowed at this time of year. But regardless of all that, it was 90 degrees. So it was hot the night before, so I decided to sleep shirtless, as one would do. But oddly enough, when I woke up in the morning, my shirt was on, but it was also on backwards. So I don't know how that happened. I bet a lot of you know what I'm talking about. When it gets really hot outside, that generally happens. Of course, there's no AC, which is why it was probably even more. It was probably like 100 degrees in the dorm itself. So after I got up and showered and ate breakfast and all that good stuff, I had to go to my first class, which at the time was, I think, at 12, like noon, which is very fortunate for me, but of course that's only twice a week. I think it was a Thursday when this happened, I don't even know. But anyway, I ride my bike to class because it's around 15 minutes away by walking, so I decided that if I had a bike, it'd take me like 2-3 minutes to get there. So on the way there, I almost crashed like 3 times because people are walking on the bike trail, which just pisses me off because there's a huge walking section that is shorter. So then I go to my class. It was a computer science course, so we were doing some Python, like really easy stuff, like the beginning of all of this, like teaching people how to program for the first time. And I don't know if you guys know, but I already know Python. I know Visual Basic, C#, C++, HTML, JavaScript. I know basically all of the common languages. So doing this Python class really is just to get the credit because I already know it. So yeah, anyway, that class was super easy, got through it, and that was my only class for the day. It was an hour. Now, before you guys say I'm super lucky, you got Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays where I've got 6 hours of classes. So it's kind of imbalanced, so having a 1 hour class on that day is really like needed for me. I finished the class, so I decided to stay in the academic building because again, it's 90 degrees. I didn't feel like going back to my hot dorm, and I have a brand new laptop that performs really well. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna work on this. So I was doing I think I was writing an essay. So I go over to one of the lounge places in the building. There's quite a lot of them, luckily, because there were a lot of people doing the same thing that I was doing, just escaping the heat. So then I sit down in the corner of the room against the wall because I needed to be near an outlet so I can keep my laptop charged. I sit down right next to this, I'm just gonna say sketchy looking dude. He looked scruffy, like he hadn't showered in a couple days, but other than that, he looked normal, I guess. But yeah, he was dirty. I sit next to this guy, he's on his phone, and the second I sit down, he reaches over into his bag, pulls out one of those little red coffee straws. I think nothing of it, of course. And then he pulls out his student ID, which again, I don't really think much of it. But then he pulls out this little bag full of white powder. And then I start thinking, the hell is this guy doing? So then he dumps the white powder on the table, takes his ID, and kind of shoves the powder into a line. And then he takes the straw and snorts the line of cocaine. Say, yep, I was just sitting there minding my own business, writing my essay, and then you get this kid snorting cocaine right in front of me in the middle of this building, which, by the way, has security. You know, there's people like everywhere. So this is like the last place you'd want to be doing this sort of thing. And yeah, so I just sat there staring like the hell just happened, because again, I don't live in like the city. I've never seen this stuff before. I've only heard about it. And legit, like the first time I've ever seen anyone do any sort of drugs other than like marijuana or something, it was weird for me. So I just sitting there like I completely forgot all manners and just stared at the guy like, what? So then a couple awkward seconds go by where we're just staring at each other, and then he goes like, sorry for the smell, and then he gets up and leaves. So anyway, that's it for my short little story. I was not expecting this at all. They say that you meet a lot of new people and do a lot of new things in college, but I was not expecting to experience seeing someone do drugs. But I guess it was an eye-opening experience, and it was really funny. If you want to see more commentary videos like this, then please be sure to leave a like down below. Freaking hiccup attack. But yeah, if you guys want to see some commentary stuff, then definitely be sure to hit that like button so I know that you want to see more. So anyway, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.